Welcome to a new video. In this video I am gonna visit all the yarn stores in the entire Helsinki, but before we start I am gonna pick up my sister and my friend Caroline. It is 30 minutes over 10 and we have arrived at our first yarn store, the Menita outlet in Espoo. I'm gonna head in. We are a little bit behind in the schedule, but I think this might go quicker than I have expected in my time schedule, but we will see how it goes.
Menita is a yarn store located really close to Circle metro station. It takes about 30 minutes to get here with metro from Kampen, and let me tell you, this place is worth the travel. Menita has a huge selection of different big yarn brands, from drops to Istex and Schush & Meyer, and a lot of crafting tools for knitters and crocheters. The store has two levels. The main floor has a lot of knitting and crocheting yarns and tools, and the basement is stuffed with macrame and weaving supplies. This yarn store is huge, and their product range is massive. They didn't have two of my favorite yarn brands, BC Garn and Kremke Soul Wool, but to their defense, they have a lot of other cool yarns and the biggest assortment of cotton yarns I have ever seen. That is a real hidden pearl. I can't believe how many times I've been to Circle but missed that store. Now let's head back to the city center where we will find our next two yarn stores.
It is 10 minutes before 12 and we are heading to Snorre, our second stop. And yeah, I picked up some yarns at Menita and yeah, let's see what we can find at Snorre too.
Welcome to Snorre. I am pretty sure this is the biggest yarn store in the city center. This store has a lot of indie-dyed local yarns as well as classics such as Sannes. I love this store and I usually go by here whenever I am in the city center. It is modern, colorful, and the staff is so kind and helpful. I always get so inspired when stepping inside, and I really have to control myself not to break my yarn budget.
is 12:30, I think. I have not checked our timetable, so I have no idea how it went. I think Snorre took us longer than I was expected, but we are heading into our third yarn store, which is Fina Neule, which is really close to Snorre, and after that we are gonna head for lunch.
Fina Neule is the second yarn store located in the city center, only a couple of meters from Snorre. This yarn store is smaller than Snorre, but it is still filled with lovely yarns and even some brands that I had never seen before.
It is 10 minutes before 1. We are about 20 minutes after in time schedule, but it's okay. It is totally worth it. We are now heading for lunch. Very needed break.
Next, we are heading to the east side of Helsinki with a pit stop at Hertones metro station to pick up a charger and a power bank for my camera before it dies.
Yay! Thank you. Yeah, it started raining. We are heading to the fourth yarn store. It is Army Yarns, which is located in Hertones Strand. And yeah, let's pop inside before we get too wet. Hello!
Army Yarns is a fairly new yarn store that is filled with high quality, environmentally friendly yarns. The store owner Elsa is so lovely and always eager to chat and help you out. This store is definitely worth the travel. I love the calm vibe in here so much that we decided to take a small craft break before heading to our next destination. To get there, we need to first take a bus back to the metro station, metro to Östra Centrum or Itäkeskus in Finnish, and then finally take a tram to our destination. It sounds confusing, but that's just because we are right now in the east part of Helsinki. If you travel from the city center, you can just take a train and get there super easy.
We have arrived at our fifth yarn shop. We are so behind on the time schedule, but it's fine. We'll see if we manage to go to two last ones or not. It is 5 o'clock, I think. But yeah, let's go to this one. It's Lankamaailma. It is a big one.
Lankamaailma has quite the same vibe as Manita. Here you will find mostly big yarn brands and tool providers such as Viking Yarns, Gestal and Hjärtegarn. This is the second biggest yarn store in Helsinki after Manita, and they have several stores located in different Finnish cities. I didn't end up buying anything here, mainly because I felt so tired and overwhelmed, but if I ever need a bigger quantity of yarn for a blanket or a sweater, I might head to this store or back to Manita. What an adventure! We managed to visit 5 out of 7 yarn stores in Helsinki. Unfortunately, it was getting too late when we were finished at Lankamaailma, so we didn't have time to go to the 2 last stores because they were either already closed or they would be closed by the time we would actually manage to get there. The 2 yarn stores that we missed was Anna ja Eila, located in Vantaa, and Lamb and Company. Yes, Lamb and Company, which is located in Berghäll or Kallio in Finnish. I have visited Anna ja Eila before. It is a lovely tiny yarn store that has very luxurious yarns. But the Lamb and Company yarn store in Kallio is brand new to me, and it's also a fairly new yarn store if I remember correctly. So I am looking forward to paying them a visit at some point in the future. I wasn't planning on buying this much yarn, but I happened to stumble across a couple of yarns that I read about online and that I would be very curious to try and make amigurumi with. Comment below yarn haul if you want a video where I walk through all of my yarns that I bought in this video, and I would also like to actually try them out and crochet something tiny with them just to see if these yarns work for amigurumi. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have never done anything like this, so I would love your feedback and hear what you think. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye!